And we're live! Welcome to episode 66 of the Crafty Boys, where four dudes that are really awesome talk about beer that we hope is equally as awesome as we are. I almost fell out of my chair. So, anyway, moving right along, who's here today? Who are we?
I'm me, and I'm here.
I'm me too.
I think those two guys down here, they're also here.
Congratulations,
here.
guys, you're here.
But
So,
I've got me and you.
Blah, 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 blah. So, who picked the beer?
Yeah.
Alan, you picked the beer. Tell us why you picked this beer. Because
Why did I pick the beer? Very interesting story. So it was my turn to pick the beer this week. So I go to the local beer store here, and I'm looking for something that's different that I think we should all be able to get. So lo and behold, I find a brewery that we've never done before. I think they might be fairly new, but whatever. And I see that the brewery is located in North Vancouver, and I'm like, if I can find it here in Victoria, certainly Shane and Lockhart in Vancouver should be able to find a beer from a brewery that's based in North Vancouver. And since I got it at a store that's part of a chain that's also a chain that Dave goes to, I figured, hey, maybe this is a winner. Apparently not. So I got from Hearthstone Brewery in North Vancouver, I got their chocolate milk stout. It doesn't have any special name attached to it. That's just what the variety of beer is. It comes in 473 ml cans, 5.5% alcohol, and it has an IBU rating of 19. Now, this is very interesting. Reading a little bit about the company. So it says a dark and broody milk stout, full-bodied and perfect to cuddle up next to a fire with. We age the stout on cacao nibs from the East Van Roasting Company, which is a non-profit enterprise supporting women on Vancouver's downtown East Side. I thought that was kind of interesting. I don't know exactly how it supports women on Vancouver's downtown East Side. I don't know if it just supports women in general or women who are maybe marginalized. I would assume it would be the marginalized ones, but I thought that was kind of interesting and worthy of a shout out to this company.
high five to that.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Now, apparently, Shane and Locke
as you said, we couldn't get it. So the only thing they had at the Legacy Liquor Store was the Hearthstone Brewery's Pilsner, which says on the can, if you can judge a brewery's creativity by its IPA, news to me they have one, I assumed they would have, you can judge its abilities by its Pilsner. Our Pilsner is designed to be beautifully simple, clean, refreshing, and only a delicate spice of Saz hops. So yeah, it doesn't say anything about down to East Side, but I don't know otherwise. I mean, it's I poured mine just now. It's got a nice color to it. It's a little fogged over there, but it's got a nice color. It's see-through. So
Nice.
it's filtered.
I'm gonna pour mine.
Now, Locke, what did you get? Well, he's
spill
doing it
everywhere.
I went with the chocolate theme. I went with Young's Double Chocolate Stout. So I couldn't find anything from Hearthstone, which is a shame because it sounds like they're right nearby, probably closer to me than they are to Shaney, but I couldn't find them.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'll give you the reaction of the guy at the Legacy Liquor Store, where it was, so I'm looking for something by Hearthstone, and he went, and then he took me to one of the refrigerators and said, oh yeah, I think we only have the Pilsner left. I thought it was gone, but no, it's still here. So yeah, either they're really popular or they just don't have a large output at the moment.
Which
yeah,
could be the
it is
case.
surprising.
I think they're fairly new.
But I have to say one thing about their Pilsner. as soon as you pour it, the first thing that hits your nose is the hops. It doesn't taste like the hops, but the aroma is basically hops and nothing else. So
For
and I
for
think
a pilsner,
yeah.
for a pilsner, that looks awfully bronze or copper colored.
I guess it is. It's very, very light in color. It's probably the dark background a little bit. Let me blind you first.
Wow.
But
Now it's as
anyway,
bright as the sun.
so now you can actually, if I shine it sideways, you'll actually see the color a bit better. But I mean, it looks like an average pilsner. Nothing terribly exciting. But that overpowering aroma of those hops, that is very interesting. That it's so incredibly strong. I guess this is more of a. I think it's what. If I look at the color, it's more of a German, maybe recipe. I don't know.
So is that their Bohemian pills?
It just says Hearthstone Pilsner. It has no information other than that. I'd have to look it up on their website, which I assume they must have one.
Well, yes, I'm actually on their website right now. So they have a few beers, actually. For a new company, I'm kind of surprised at how many, at the amount of variety they've got. They've got their Bohemian Pills, India Pale Ale, the Chocolate Milk Stout, interesting sounding, a Graham Cracker Ale.
Which sounds either really horrible or kind of awesome.
Yes. Another one is a Hazelnut Porter. A Wild Raspberry, an American Pale Ale, a Red Rye Ale, the Common Man, which I assume is like a lager, and the Azaka Pale Ale, which I don't really know what that is.
By the way, yeah, this is the they don't actually use the word Bohemian on the can anywhere. It just says Hearthstone Pilsner. However, it definitely is that Bohemian Pilsner, mainly because you had to really look for it, but I wasn't paying attention closely enough that the shield logo is indeed the logo of that particular product. So, what does the chocolate milk stout smell like?
You know, it doesn't really have much of an aroma.
So the chocolate nibs don't create anything biscuity smelling?
Yeah, they do, but it's not strong. It's fairly. I mean, there's something there. It's just the aroma is fairly weak. Having said that, the flavor is very good. I don't know if I really taste the chocolate all that much. When, say, you compare it to like the Phillips Longboat double chocolate porter. No, that one is way more chocolatey. But this one is still good. It's a very very hearty kind of flavor.
It includes cocoa nibs, so there's actual chocolate in there.
Yes.
Is there any milk? There's
I would
say
it uses sort of like lactose in it. It doesn't really say. But if it's a milk stout,
is that how milk stout works? I can't remember. Can anybody else remember how a milk?
Yeah, I believe a milk stout they use lactose in it.
Yeah, I could believe that. Yeah, I mean, you know, there's oyster stouts that have actual oysters in them, so just a way of fortifying.
Dave. Dave, have you? What do you think?
I like it. I gotta say, I taste the chocolate. This is not a Mars bar. This is your 85% black.
Oh, this is like, the Linz. Yeah. No, that's.
Yeah. So if you're not a fan of the dark chocolate, then you might not be down with this one quite so much.
So,
Are you
but
down
you
with dark chocolate?
Dave, you're
I
into
like
it, though,
darker.
aren't you?
I mean, 85 is a little hardcore for my taste, but you know, I actually don't mind a piece of something like that now and then. But yeah, I am not going to eat tons of that kind of thing because it's just knocks your socks off. It's strong stuff. So this is a little bit like that. That's how I think of it. It's a dark. Yours is a double chocolate, isn't it, Locke?
So this is okay. So this is what they call a double chocolate stout by Young's. This is an import. I believe it's UK. Am I right? Hold on. Let's see here. It's on the bottle. The number of languages on the bottle is leading me to believe that it has to be pretty international.
Yeah.
Hold on. It's yeah. So Bedford. It's in Bedford, UK.
Mm-hmm.
And it's in Brazilian underneath. So evidently, and in Quebec, you get a 20-cent refund. so
Nice.
it's fascinating actually to see the number of international details on this one label. They must bottle this with one label, and it goes out everywhere. Which is to say, that's a lot of work.
It is, and actually, for the amount of work that probably goes into just shipping that around places, it's actually fairly inexpensive.
Yeah, no. I didn't break the bank on it. Absolutely.
I think you can get a bottle for now. How big is a bottle? But I think you can get it for like maybe $3 or $4.
It's a 500 milliliter, which isn't a normal format in North America, really. 500 milliliter bottles of beer aren't a typical thing. So what that translates into, so a tin of beer is $3.55 usually, so 10 and a half.
Yeah.
No, I thought this was kind of pricey.
Tall cans. Tall cans are probably 500. Are tall cans 500? You've got a tall can.
This tall can that we have here is 473, so it's pretty close.
Okay. Pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, do we have any more information on the brewery itself?
Very little.
The guys in how long did you say they were around for?
It doesn't say. They said they're. I'm just looking at their website.
Yeah.
They said their tap room is opening in this coming summer. So I take it from that they're fairly new, although I don't know that for sure. To describe themselves, they said the word Hearthstone refers to the base of a fireplace and is often used as a representation of warmth and home. We brew beer as a form of self-expression, but also to bring people together. Friends, family, and strangers alike come together over a pint, find warmth and solace while drinking our beer. And I will note that they appear to have been making their website using Wix. They haven't changed the little Wix logo up above. I thought that was interesting. You would think a company like that would use something a little bit more advanced than Wix, but whatever.
But maybe they're not that advanced. Maybe they're keeping it pretty,
Well, it's a
close
very
to
simple
the bone, right?
It's a very simple website, and it's kind of lacking information, I think.
Well, and maybe they're pouring all their money, no pun intended, into the operation.
Into the
right?
product.
Well, yeah. Look, cocoa nibs ain't cheap.
Well, and I would assume how many varieties did you list there, Alan? That was like 5 or 6, anyways.
Oh,
yeah.
it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10.
Jesus,
10 varieties
so
for a brand new company.
That would necessitate a pretty big brewery, wouldn't it?
I would think
That many
so.
beer?
Or they're brewing them in such small batches that they can't keep up with demand, which is maybe why Lockhart and Shane couldn't find stuff in Vancouver.
Could well be.
Makes sense, especially given the reaction that Shane said he got from the dude in the store there.
Yeah.
Sounds to me
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we're like, oh, sorry, we're like, you're the 100,000th guy that's been looking for this, and we ran out at 100,000.
Yeah. Oh well, that's the way it goes. All right.
Mm-hmm.
The international
Okay.
beer units of yours are 19. The international beer units of mine are 20.
20. Nice. You beat me by 1.
So,
Now, I see on this Young's, I do not see international beer units of any kind. Totally unreported.
Weird.
They evidently.
That's the international beer. That is the international beer, and they're not listing the units.
Yeah, they don't have international beer units on this thing at all.
I'm
It's,
going to
uh,
go
Or
on
somewhere.
a limb and say that I'm really surprised that the IBU on this chocolate milk stout is as high as 19. I don't. If I was to guess, I wouldn't put it at 19. I'm tasting no bitterness in this at all.
Oh.
Like I would have probably given it like maybe an 8.
Wow.
well, yeah, there's barely. I mean, it's so overpowered with the hop smell. And now, of course,
So yours is 20, mine is 19, and yours is overpowering with hop smell, and mine's got like none.
it's got no smell. So I mean, yeah, it's it's not bad. I mean, it's okay. It's a Pilsner. I'm not a huge Pilsner fan, but
No,
you know,
me neither.
I don't mind them. They're not. I would not drink them. I stomached my way through a kokanee on the weekend.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody, we had an event on our rooftop. I think Locke, I think you were there. I seem to remember.
You don't know because the
I
kokanee
don't
messed
remember.
up your mind.
And the one guy said, "Hey, you want a beer?" And I'm like, "What kind of a stupid question is that?" And he pops open the bag and gives me a kokanee, and I'm like, "That's a beer? What is this?" So yeah. But I tried not to be that rude. I just said, "Oh yeah, thanks, man."
I have rules with social drinks.
Yeah.
Beer and coffee, it's the same way. Have you ever stopped and had like like on a cold day, an absolutely shitty cup of coffee, but it was still sort of better than no coffee at all?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's an excellent speech by the guy who played Columbo. What's his name?
Peter Falk.
Yeah,
Peter
Peter
Falk.
Falk.
Peter. Yeah, you know the Peter Falk speech in that Wim Wenders movie where he's all like, "This cup of coffee is like, it feels good, you know, it's warming me. It's a pleasant experience." Holy shitty coffee is my read on that scene because it's not like the guy looked like he was this gourmet that he was buying the coffee from. And the thing is, it's the same thing with beer. Any beer is good beer. There have been times in my life where the best beer in the world was Labatt Wildcat. Why? I don't drink it for the taste. I just drink to get drunk. That's the fucking beauty of Wildcat. If you're throwing a big block party, it's Wildcat, motherfucker.
That is true. Actually, I have a
It is
friend
true.
who lives in Afghanistan.
Like, there's a range of reasons you drink beer, and that's one of them. So, praise to all beer, but
Wasn't there a saying in a movie? There was a line in a movie once. I don't remember what one it was. Like from like 20, 25 years ago. And the line was, sex is kind of like pizza. Even when it's bad, it's still pretty good.
I take issue with that quote that comment because I had the experience of I think I was in grade 9.
This isn't going
Maybe
towards
8.
non-sexual people.
Well, no, I was having a birthday party or a party, just a hangout. It might not have been my birthday. I don't remember. But anyway, we ordered pizza, and it was the first time I'd ever ordered from Domino's, and it was the last time I ever ordered from Domino's because it arrived and it was just you could have eaten the box and had about as much flavor. It was really bad. So I don't know. There was definitely one experience in my life where that does not hold up. Even if it's bad, it's good, or it's okay. No, that was like trying to stomach your. It was kind of like trying to eat the innards of a tauntaun.
Made an excellent case. I agree that pizza doesn't follow the same rules. Like, you remember the old days in Vancouver when it was like it was an 89-cent slice. Coming from Calgary where a slice is $2.50 and it's worth it. Fucking 89 cents. What can you be putting on that? I'm not sure if I want that near my mouth.
Dead cat.
Oh.
Hey, where'd Fluffy go?
Meow. Wah, wah. So I don't know. Our Locke has news. Do you want to talk about the news or save it till next week?
Oh, news. Oh. Let's save it till next week.
Okay. There's news.
Oh.
So
is it good news?
Oh, it's great news. It will change stuff. But anyway, by the way, we are recording this on a Thursday night, and if my math is correct, this is the last Thursday night that we're recording on, and we'll return to Wednesday. Is that correct, boys? Yeah, this is actually on Dave more or less than anything else.
Yes. We can switch back.
That was a lot of lead up for that. Yes.
His class is over, and we can now. So we'll return to our schedule.
Dave has no class.
I
think we've always known that, Alan.
He's classless.
I wanted to talk about something a little serious this week. About what happened at the Pride Parade in Toronto on the weekend, and but also, we're drinking beer and talking about stuff, and I think this falls into that normal stuff we talk about, but it is a lot more serious than our usual banter. But I'd like to get your guys' opinions on this because
I'm going to stop you right there. I'm not going to touch it with a 10-foot pole. You know why? Because I'm white. And I'm
well, exactly.
So I'm not.
Well, no.
The whole kettle of fish I'm not going to put a wade into.
But that's actually not the issue I want to talk about. It's actually what's going on right this very moment as we record. And this is why I bring it up. Otherwise, I'd probably not say anything. But
what's going on?
There's a protest that was about 2 hours ago in Dallas, Texas. A large group of people were protesting the more recent shootings of police officers shooting black men. And at the protest, 2 people with sniper rifles shot and killed 4 police officers and shot 11 other people. Police officers, I think, all of them.
I didn't know
and
that.
Also, it happened like 2 hours ago.
Wow.
Actually, I think 6:30 our time, so around 8:45 their time. I think Dallas is 2 hours ahead. So, I don't know. This is just something that we can't ignore right now because it seems like it's escalating in a way, and especially when somebody makes a conscious choice to get a high-powered rifle and shoot people from afar. So
Well,
apparently, according to the CBC website right now, which just got updated, 11 police officers in total have been shot, and 4 have died. And they have one person, I believe, in custody, and there might be a bomb as well. So I don't know where to even go with this, because you're right, Alan. We are white males. So from the perspective of
Were all
how,
were all of the police officers that were shot and died white?
that I don't know. It doesn't say. It's still ongoing right now. They're still trying to find people. So they know that
in my opinion,
there were at least 2 people shooting. So they don't know for certain. I think they're still searching. So
in my opinion, based on just the little bit of information that you've given me about this, because I hadn't heard about this incident before you had mentioned it. But I think we need to separate the fact that there are racial tension issues and that there's also a gun violence issue in the United States that goes on. It's not always about race or anything like that. It's just they have a real problem down south with guns and violence. And I think we need to separate out those issues. Had guns not been available to these people, this wouldn't happen, right?
Right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a good point. Like, how much democracy is good democracy? Evidently, not all democracy, because what the United States doesn't have is a direct democracy. What it has is a representative democracy. So evidently, for all every time you shout democracy, there's some limitations on that. So every time you shout the right to arm, should there be some limitations on that as well? Yeah, I mean, it seems appropriate. Like no limitations at all on stuff which could potentially blow up in your face. Seems reckless. That is to say, culpably reckless. But that would be my interpretation.
As for the racial tension, I think people of African descent in the States, I think they got a legitimate beef. Maybe not necessarily with a personal police officer. I mean, a police officer themselves isn't the problem.
How often are white people posting pictures of their loved ones bleeding out while somebody's going?
Yeah.
Well, he was reaching for a. Look, part of the training of a cop should be to hold your cool enough that you don't fucking blow it on camera in front of the whole fucking world while you're really Did you hear how emotional that guy's voice was? God damn! That's not a trained cop. That's not somebody who got the gun.
No. It's a culture. It's a culture issue.
Training to deal with that, evidently, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a culture issue, is what it is, and I mean, up here in Canada, I don't know what we can do. I mean, I just shake my head at it. I used to be shocked by these violent acts, and I'm not anymore. I'm resigned to it. It's the life that they've chosen.
Got to start acting like jerks to each other, or to itself, or whatever. You know what I mean? People should stop being jerks to themselves. It's not good for us, is it?
Nope.
I agree. I mean, that at the end of the day, it is a very simple fix, but not a simple issue. And not to mention, like any issue that's been ongoing for a long time, and I'm looking over at Israel and Syria and all that sort of thing. There's so much history behind it that it's hard to pull those things apart easily.
Unless you're Jewish Ocean Blair.
Well, yeah, that's true. But I don't know, because and here's the thing. This is where my brain has gone with this recently. I pulled up a Google map of the Kashmir area of India, or what I think of as the Kashmir area of India, and I didn't realize that. I mean, I didn't. I haven't done a history lesson on it for a very long time, but it's still a contested area. Have you guys? I mean, Locke, you probably know far more about this than I do, but what is sort of your...
I've been interested in the subject for as long as I've had relatives visiting the place. But the truth is, I don't think the people on the ground there know for sure what to say on this subject. Like, that's what contested means, is when people aren't in agreement as to what's what. I don't know what the border skirmish was about recently, like in the last week, between Afghanistan and Pakistan had some sort of fisticuffs, at least some sort of artillery involved at some point, which is to say, like more than your average fist fight. And what was interesting about that was that the Afghan side was that the Pakistanis were in league with the Taliban, which is an interesting point, because everybody likes to think along border lines. So, Pakistan ally, Afghanistan dodgy, but here are probably, and I'm going to read this as just as I can, but probably making such success as they have of their lives and their own personal funds from the U.S. government, probably arguing honestly on the side of U.S. interests, that what just happened was they got attacked by Taliban-supported Pakistani action, right? Which, if you think about that in terms of the way things tend to play out in the propaganda game, because that's what most of the news looks like most of the time, it adds to the element where we're reaching an age where borders are dissolving. Everybody's becoming sort of more borderless, and this is what everybody wished for. It's the thing we rubbed it in. He was like, "Yeah, borders suck. Everybody's, kind of getting like jerks at the borders. Get rid of borders." Well, yeah. This is the price you pay. This is the genie that granted our wish, but made it so now we're uncertain who we're dealing with all the time. Now there's a level of distrust that's higher than it was. It's harder to do business. That's a drain on the economy because it wastes time, it wastes energy. And then there are real, actual negative, total fucking assholes out there shooting people because there's more AK-47s than if you were to arm every person on Earth. I suspect you'd probably get about a quarter of the way through before you ran out of AK-47s, right? Like, I just ran out of steam.
There is an estimated, according to the manufacturer, as of 2008, there are over 100 million AK-47 style assault rifles in circulation.
100. Okay, right. So it was vastly over.
That's the one that but that was 2008. So you never know. I mean, the jump in world population from the year I was born to 10 years after that was almost, another billion.
Yeah.
So who knows? I don't know. I mean, I don't want to bum us out because this is really it's because it just occurred.
You know what?
It's on my mind. So.
But you know what?
Important.
There could be a savior.
A second coming?
No. But apparently Moscow has a real-life Batman, a superhero.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
Kate Crusader, who is going around and fighting for what's right. This was in the Toronto Sun today. And supposedly, the guy calls himself the Reaper, and he has declared war on rapers and drug dealers and organized crime people. Apparently went in.
But the larger question is, will he run for office? Because
I don't know.
Philippines right now, you might well ask.
He wrote a letter to the police recently, and he says, "You don't know me. It is unlikely you have heard of me. I call myself Reaper, and for the past 6 months, I've been struggling with the disease that has long been plaguing our society, crime. I fight drug dealers, rapists, and gangs. He promises not to kill or cripple anyone, and he wants to work with police. But he feels that corruption has addled them from doing a proper job on their own."
I'm Reaper.
So what he wants is
What are you?
so that he could do the job. Yeah, I like that. I'm Reaper.
I'm Reaper. Tell your
I'm
friends
Reaper.
about me.
Who are you, man?
Hey, these guys slipped on a banana peel. That is, honestly, I think we need more Batman.
I think that's the future, man. Vigilantism.
No, look, this has been going on for some time. Capes, like actual, like they're like furries, but they do the superhero thing.
Yeah.
Like they'll in public that way. It's a thing. Yeah. I mean, it's sort of in like. I'm not gonna do it, although I've done a lot of fucking other shit. But realistically, like.
You're gonna become a vigilante?
No.
Sorry.
No. Totally not. But like you've hung out with cosplay people, right? Like you've met them at conferences, and you've gone to science fiction.
I know they exist.
You have been to a science fiction conference. I don't know about you and Dave.
Yeah.
Al.
No.
I think you know what I'm talking about, though, right? Cosplay people, like
yeah. I know what it is.
Yeah. Like, I mean, that's just evidently it's a thing.
So let me ask you guys, what would be your superhero power if you were a superhero?
Oh,
Dave.
I do.
Invisibility.
Invisibility. Seems fitting.
I know what he's going to use the power for. It'll have nothing to do with justice or anything. There will be across Canada. There will be all these women changing in their bedrooms, and every so often they'll be like, and then they'll kind of shake it off because they won't see anything. But there'll be Dave like just kind of like. You're totally
see giggle.
Totally see through. Oh my God, Dave, invisibility. That's awesome.
Locke, what would be yours?
Charisma.
Charisma.
Actually, be charismatic. It's pretending to be charismatic.
I see Locke standing at like a quick stop, going, "All right." Except it'll sound cooler because his voice is cooler than mine. But yeah, I gotta say that that would be kind of a cool power to have. You're like, "My name is Vixen. I will destroy the planet." No, you won't. You're right. Quick,
Swink.
to your bedroom. Locke saves the day with his charismatic penis.
My bedside manner, my easy charm, my non-awkwardness.
Oh my God. What, Alan? What did you say your superpower was?
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't. What is yours?
My
You think?
superhero power is that my superhero power is hidden, that nobody knows what it is.
That's a
That's
good
my
move.
power.
No, that's
Okay.
a solid move, dude.
I guess I would be like the stretch dude, you know.
The thing is, that's not
Mr. Fantastic.
I don't know. I don't watch superhero movies.
Well, according to the response to the Fantastic Four films, no one else does either. Reed Richards, that's his name. Reed Richards is Mr. Fantastic, who's the stretchy dude. What would my secret power be? Or not a secret power. What would my superpower be? My secret
I
power.
think it would be like the kind of guy that would get like really small and could
You're
hide
saying that I
in
should be
things.
Ant-Man?
I guess so.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
But you have the ability to get smaller, you know.
What are you saying, Alan?
Like you could be like the fly on the wall. That would be a good name, a superhero name. Fly on the wall.
No. That'd be a rock helmet.
I thought that was Dave's superpower. Fly on the wall.
No, that's true. He's Invisible Man. So
What was that film? What was it called? The one with the people that had superpowers but didn't really have superpowers.
Mystery Men.
Mystery Men, where
With they had Pee Wee Herman in it, and his special power was farting, and
then there was the I've forgotten the character's name, but he was the guy the Invisible Boy. That's what it was. And all he really did was he just took off his clothing, and then he was invisible because no one would want to look at him. And then there was Captain Rage or something.
I don't remember the names.
Oh, I'm looking it up now. But
That wasn't a bad movie.
it was Captain. What the hell is his name? Captain. Mr. Furious. That's what it was. Mr. Furious. And basically, all he did was he just got angry. He had no power at all. He just was like, "Rah!" And that was it. That was his power. Paul Rubens
the bowler.
was called the Spleen.
The Spleen.
Jeffrey Rush. This kills me. Jeffrey Rush as Casanova Frankenstein. William H. Macy was the shoveler. He had a shovel. The Eddie Izzard was Tony P., the leader of the Disco Boys. They just danced disco. That was their power. And the bowler, that's what Garofalo was. The bowler. She had like a glass bowling ball with a skull in it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it was very, very strange. Like even Tom Waits was in that film. What? He was a mad scientist named Dr. A. Heller. Wow, that's so
It was an all-star cast, and the movie I seem to remember wasn't as good as it probably should have been.
You're jealous of Tom Waits' career?
I am jealous of Tom Waits' career because I can watch a Tom Waits album from beginning to end and love
You can
every
watch a
moment of
Tom
it.
Waits album?
I meant listen, not watch. Listen with these babies. I don't know. It's his voice. He's sorry.
I believe watch, but go on.
Well, yeah, you could watch him too, I suppose. But I have to say that it surprises me. The what?
He makes a fucking good picture. He's a good poet. Like it's very vivid. Things he describes. Yeah, so I see what you mean by watch. It's voyeuristic.
Well, I mean, he does do all kinds of really cool things on stage. So, but yeah, I gotta say that I'm trying to remember the album I was listening to recently. It was something newer. I think it was
After Bone Machine.
No, it was post 2000. I've forgotten the title. I think Blood's in the title, something like that. I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, no, it's you could listen to them all the way through, and you can almost watch him record it at the same time, if that makes any sense. You can have a visual in your mind of what he's doing. Wasn't Tom Waits? Was it Tom Waits that was in Panic Room?
I don't know.
I can't remember who was in Panic Room.
What was Panic Room?
Panic Room was a Jodie Foster film.
Foxy lady. What's her name? The blonde.
No, it was Dwight. Sorry, it was Dwight Yoakam. Sometimes I get Dwight Yoakam and Tom Waits mixed together because of just the way they look. Dwight Yoakam's the guy that's in films, though, mainly. Yeah, to summarize, film, Jodie Foster, Panic Room, Clothes, Bad Guys, that kind of thing. Yeah, Jodie Foster, sorry, yeah. That had also, what's her name? Pre-Twilight, Kristen Stewart. I've never seen Twilight, but I know she was in it, so. Yeah, so this last week has been just kind of annoying. I gotta say, it's been kind of annoying. I'm not afraid to say that.
It's okay. Step away from the edge. It's okay. It'll get better.
Just like Alan's voice Cyloning all over again.
Real beings.
Come on, do the chair turn.
Oh, okay.
Nicely done. Centurion.
Centurion.
I think I've got nothing else.
It's classic Battlestar Galactica, by the way. It's not the new one. It's like.
Yeah, with the dudes with the two eyes.
No. You gotta have the one that goes. But I was talking about the one that has the two eyes that go diagonally.
Two eyes diagonally?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all.
Oh, I do. You suck.
It was 1979.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember, but I thought they were diagonal, right? I thought they were just guys that had their eyes were just sideways, but they had two of them.
That isn't that what they did?
Wah wah, wah wah. I always go wah wah.
Okay, so there was a Cylons where they had one thing that went across Kit, and then there was sort of I don't remember what it was called, but it was sort of in between the Cylon and the human sort of master guy of the Cylons. And he had two eyes, but he had the two lines kind of went diagonally like this. And he didn't sound like a robot when he talked. He sounded normal.
Oh, weird. I don't remember that at all.
Well, you suck.
My favorite moment of the entire series was was always seeing Muffet, and what was the kid's name? Can't remember. Not Boomer. Crap. What was his name? Muffet, and he was the kid. I can't remember his name. The kid from Battlestar Galactica that hung around with a monkey in a bear suit. Do you remember the monkey? The bear Muffet.
I know. I don't even know what the fucking sure what thing was. That a puppet? Because it was. If it was a puppet, there were times it was an actual living.
It was
a
part
really
puppet,
good puppet.
but it had a chimpanzee in it when it did walking scenes.
It had a chimpanzee in it. Is that fucking the truth?
Yep.
Oh okay, I just put up. Okay, so it didn't have diagonal eyes, but it did have 2 eyes, and I just put up a picture. And Shane, if you can include the link on the
yeah,
YouTube.
those dudes. Those are the dudes I'm talking about. They had 2.
Oh, okay.
But their eyes, both eyes, did the back and forth thing.
Yeah.
Like they were like, whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm just looking at the picture now, like with like the big lips and everything. It's like, and the head looks like a snow cone.
It totally looks like a snow cone.
It looks
It
like
has
a
all the
grape
reflective
flavored
material
snow
in it.
cone.
We will conquer the humans. They will destroy their planet, and after
And they
that,
will
we'll
lick
have
my
a
head.
relaxing time. They will
They
lick
will
my
lick
head.
my delicious head.
My
brain.
The dude that there was the Centurions of the thing. There was the dudes like this, and wasn't there another guy in the original series that had another sort of thing? It's probably those guys I'm thinking of. The picture you've shown, but I can't remember if. What a weird episode this is. Where suddenly talking about Muffet and the Daggett bear thing. The best part was they were gonna have a Muffet in the new series, but they ended up choosing not to because that would have been kind of awesome. Anyway, I'm kind of out of steam. It is late at night. It's 11 o'clock now, and I know that Dave is going to turn into a pumpkin any time now.
It's already started. Feet first.
But thank you everyone for watching. We will be back next Wednesday night, streaming as we normally do at about 9:30, somewhere in there, depending on when we get our act together. And hopefully it'll be cheerier. Maybe we'll have a cheerier week next week. You never know.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say, guys?
Just
I mean,
bye.
boys. Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Oh, I don't have the thing up.